The tectonic shift towards electrically powered engines in the automobile industry has been undeniably swift and consequential. However, the feasibility of this transformative shift does not extend universally to all corners of the machinery industry. This is especially pertinent for companies like JCB, renowned for the manufacture of engines specifically designed to power heavy machinery. The challenge lies in the reality that electric engines fall significantly short of producing the sheer raw power required to drive these heavy machines. The proposal to replace diesel engines with batteries in heavy-duty machinery leads to an impasse where power is compromised in the quest for less environmentally damaging emissions. Although some manufacturers can afford such a trade-off, it remains an unviable sacrifice for companies like JCB. Certain industrial activities, such as construction and agriculture, necessitate machinery imbued with extraordinary power. It is a reality rooted in the fundamental dynamics of these industries. Consequently, JCB was propelled to find an innovative solution that circumnavigated this seemingly insurmountable challenge. The company found itself at a crossroads where it had to simultaneously ensure the production of environmentally friendly engines without compromising on the power of its machinery. In 2020, JCB embarked on the journey to develop hydrogen-powered engines with power potential comparable to that of diesel engines, but with an environmentally friendly edge. A few years down the road, despite not having commenced mass production of these hydrogen engines, JCB has made impressive strides in its efforts. The company envisages hydrogen engines as the future of heavy machinery, and they are at the forefront of championing this revolutionary cause. We will probe the rationale behind JCB's decision to opt for hydrogen as the fuel that powers its engines of the future. The exploration will elucidate the benefits of hydrogen over diesel engines and the potential impact of this revolutionary invention on drivers. Electric engines have shown promise in powering smaller machines that do not require an overwhelming amount of energy. Technological advancements, as showcased by the burgeoning manufacture of electric cars, attest to this fact. However, a glaring gap in this innovation narrative is the scarcity of electrically powered heavy-duty vehicles. Heavy machinery, similar to the types manufactured by JCB, have considerably higher energy requirements, which battery power is woefully inadequate to meet. If electric power were to be adopted as the energy source for these machines, the vehicles would need to accommodate extraordinarily large batteries. The physical space and additional weight required to house these batteries render this approach practically untenable. This conclusion was not reached haphazardly, but was rather an outcome of diligent experimentation and research conducted by JCB. In a quest to explore alternatives to diesel, JCB in 2019 fitted a Nissan-supplied fuel cell in a prototype 20-ton X-Series excavator. After extensive investigation and testing, the company concluded that battery cells were exceedingly complex and cost-prohibitive for application in heavy-duty machinery. JCB's findings further revealed that utilizing these fuel cells would potentially triple the cost of machinery compared to traditional diesel-powered machines. Running costs were also projected to increase significantly, effectively pricing battery-powered heavy equipment out of the reach of customers if they were commercialized. However, JCB's overarching ambition remained undeterred, the goal to achieve zero net emissions. To this end, JCB pivoted towards the development of hydrogen engines. Tim Burnhope, JCB's Chief Innovation and Growth Officer, articulated the inherent distinction between cars and machinery.
Hydrogen, absolutely safe. So hydrogen is legal. It's the processes for manufacture.
He underscored that JCB's solutions need to consider both the unique requirements of their machines and the needs of their target market. With the recognition that electricity, though being the most popular alternative, is not the sole alternative to fossil fuel, Tim's perspective is undeniably sound. JCB initially set out to convert diesel engines to hydrogen engines. However, the modification route proved to be fraught with functional inadequacies, leading the company to abandon this strategy. Instead, the company pivoted towards a fundamental rethink aimed at creating 100% hydrogen combustion engines from scratch. JCB aspired to engineer hydrogen engines that would rival diesel engines in terms of efficiency while eliminating greenhouse emissions. This was an ambitious goal that required intensive research and development. After 2 years and the production of more than 50 prototypes, JCB finally hit upon a patent they were satisfied with. On the surface, the JCB hydrogen combustion engine bears a striking resemblance to diesel engines. For drivers, the transition would be seamless, with no noticeable difference in handling. According to Ryan Ballard, the head of engine development at JCB, drivers might only discern a reduction in engine noise, a welcome improvement in user experience. The hydrogen engine matches the torque produced by diesel engines, thereby ensuring it has sufficient power to navigate challenging conditions. In fact, its peak efficiency slightly surpasses that of diesel engines. JCB engineers worldwide are expected to encounter minimal difficulties when working with hydrogen engines, given their strong similarity to diesel engines. Intriguingly, the capacity and the bottom end of JCB's hydrogen engines are identical to those of diesel engines. So, what makes the JCB hydrogen engine work? The hydrogen engine replaces the traditional diesel injectors with hydrogen injectors and a spark plug. The lower density of hydrogen compared to diesel allows it to be injected at a reduced temperature and pressure relative to diesel engines. Unlike diesel engines, the hydrogen engine does not auto-ignite, necessitating the inclusion of a spark plug to ignite the fuel. For combustion to occur, a perfect blend of hydrogen and air must be achieved within the engine. Tim explained that this homogeneous mixture should be achieved within a span of 28 milliseconds. To facilitate this, a high-efficiency turbocharger with low inertia is incorporated to quickly pump more air into the engine. Burning air at specific temperatures can result in the production of nitric oxide. However, due to the lower combustion temperature and pressure in the hydrogen engine, these harmful emissions are effectively eliminated. Consequently, the hydrogen engine emerges as a cleaner alternative to diesel engines, with zero carbon combustion resulting in zero CO2 emissions. The combustion process within the engine results in a byproduct, steam, which is expelled through the exhaust. This steam, referred to as dry steam by Ryan Ballard, is managed within the engine using a specially formulated oil. This oil, uniquely engineered not to emulsify in water, effectively prevents water vapor from damaging the engine. Refueling JCB's hydrogen engine is a relatively simple task. Most heavy-duty machines are fueled on-site from bunkers capable of storing large quantities of fuel. A bowser, essentially a mobile fuel tank, is commonly employed to transport fuel to these machines. This principle is directly applied to hydrogen combustion engines, with JCB having already constructed a hydrogen storage tank capable of holding 100 kilograms of hydrogen. Designed to operate at a pressure of 500 bars and with a mechanical pressure of 350 bars, the refueling process is essentially a decantation process, eliminating the need for a pump. Consequently, an empty tank can be filled with hydrogen fuel in a matter of minutes. However, beyond the simplicity of refueling lies a significantly larger challenge: procuring hydrogen fuel. This proves to be the most substantial hurdle in the transition from diesel-powered engines to hydrogen fuel. Diesel fuel is ubiquitously available, but where can the pure hydrogen needed to power these new engines be sourced? Hydrogen, despite being the most abundant substance on Earth, is not readily available in its pure form, which is the only form suitable for use as fuel. Nevertheless, JCB appears to be future-focused, having developed an engine that runs on clean hydrogen fuel. The next challenge is ensuring the ready availability of green hydrogen. On a more optimistic note, many countries have made significant strides toward the production of hydrogen fuel. Although the realization of a world with zero carbon emissions remains a distant goal, progress is undeniably being made. Toyota also harbors a strong belief in a hydrogen-fueled automobile future, so JCB isn't pioneering this vision. The decision to embrace the hydrogen fuel path can be traced to the myriad benefits of hydrogen engines. Apart from the scarcity of hydrogen fuel, we are convinced that hydrogen engines are superior to diesel engines. Hydrogen fuel offers a much cleaner alternative to diesel and gasoline, with zero net CO2 emissions. The combustion process within the engine is devoid of carbon, with dry steam as the only byproduct. Furthermore, hydrogen-fueled combustion engines do not necessitate any substantial adaptations, at least from the driver's perspective. The vehicles function similarly to those powered by diesel engines. Interestingly, hydrogen engines are marginally more efficient, according to JCB. When compared to electric batteries, hydrogen engines offer more economic value for heavy-duty machines. They do not add significantly to the net weight of the machine, a notable advantage given that electric batteries capable of supplying the energy needed to power large machines tend to be excessively heavy and occupy substantial space. The engineers at JCB firmly believe that hydrogen-powered machines are the future. Despite initial skepticism, the strides made by their new engines have gone a long way in winning us over. With the successful development of a hydrogen engine that retains the power of diesel engines while significantly reducing their environmental impact, JCB has blazed a trail for others to follow, affirming its commitment to innovation and sustainability.